UFC 304, Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes. The day Tom Aspinall destroyed Curtis Blaydes in the UFC was epic. This phenomenal fight occurred on the 27th of July, 2024, in England. With Aspinall and Blaydes exchanging blows in one of the most anticipated UFC fights that year, featuring an intense round. The fight was for the interim UFC heavyweight belt, with Tom defending the title. After weeks of recovery and knee surgery, Aspinall returned to the octagon, determined to show that had he not been injured in the first fight, the victory against Blaydes would have been his. On fight night, Blaydes entered focused, while Aspinall entered calm and determined. The ref gave the instructions, and the fight began. Hey fighter, before you continue watching the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a knockout. First round. In the first round, the fighters shook hands again and sized each other up. Curtis went in with some straights that missed. The two exchanged powerful blows that just grazed each other until they were up against the cage. Focused, Blaydes sends a knee to Aspinall. Determined, the fighters were alert, looking for weaknesses in their opponent. Cunningly, Curtis throws a straight and a brutal cross. Applying pressure, he sends a powerful cross that grazes. At a crucial moment, Aspinall dodges a straight and lands a jab that sends his opponent to the ground, followed by a series of devastating crosses, causing the ref to stop the fight. The round ended with Tom Aspinall being declared the winner and receiving the belt after a surprising technical knockout over Curtis Blaydes. With this victory, it's estimated that Tom Aspinall earned about $600,000. As for Curtis Blaydes, rumors suggest he might have received about $200,000. UFC Fight Night, Tom Aspinall versus Marcin Tybura. The day Tom Aspinall massacred Marcin Tybura at the UFC was surreal. This phenomenal fight occurred on the 22nd of July, 2023 in England, with Tom Aspinall and Marcin Tybura exchanging blows in one of the most awaited UFC fights that year, featuring a round full of adrenaline. The fight was Aspinall's chance to return to the octagon after an injury and confirm that he is still one of the best in the heavyweight division, while both sought to climb the ranking. On fight night, Tybura entered determined, while Aspinall entered inspired. The ref gave the instructions, they shook hands, and the fight began. First round. The fight started with the opponents sizing each other up. Aspinall sent a devastating sidekick, and in the counterattack, Marcin landed a powerful cross. The fighters were alert with blows that just grazed. Unsatisfied, the two went for striking, sending powerful crosses. Applying pressure, Tybura sent some crosses that cut the wind. Skillfully, Tom lands a kick to his opponent's belly. At a crucial moment, Aspinall sends a devastating cross that throws his opponent on the canvas, followed by a series of brutal blows. The round ended with Aspinall being declared the winner after a surprising technical knockout over Marcin Tybura. At the end of the fight, the fighters shook hands, showing the respect they have for the fight. With this victory, it's estimated that Tom Aspinall earned about $375,000. As for Marcin Tybura, rumors suggest he might have received about $295,000. UFC Fight Night, Tom Aspinall versus Alexander Volkov. The day Tom Aspinall annihilated Alexander Volkov at the UFC was magnificent. This phenomenal fight took place on the 19th of March, 2022, in England, with Aspinall and Alexander exchanging blows in an intense battle featuring an electrifying round. The bout was the main event, positioning Aspinall as a rising promise. On fight night, Aspinall entered focused, while Alexander entered determined. The ref gave the instructions, the fighters shook hands, and the fight began. First round. The first round started intense, with Aspinall sending a low kick and the two sizing each other up. Skillfully, Volkov dodges a blow and defends another. Cunningly, Alexander lands a thigh kick and a belly kick on Aspinall. Determined, he launches a kick aiming at his opponent's face, along with a punch that cut the wind. The fighters were alert, and in the striking, they sent kick and cross, as well as a cross to the ribs, and a kick and dodge. Unsatisfied, the fighters sent crosses and ended up in the clinch. Unstoppable, Aspinall doesn't ease up and sends him to the ground. On the ground, Aspinall lands several devastating elbows. Not satisfied, he sends some elbows and a series of brutal crosses, as well as attempting to immobilize his opponent. A striking exchange happened with elbow and some blows from Aspinall, along with a counter cross from Alexander. Standing, the two exchange blows with a low kick and some blows. Aspinall falls to the ground but quickly gets up. They smile and touch hands. With determination, Aspinall lands some crosses and dodges another. Applying pressure, Tom sends a low kick, throws Volkov to the ground, and lands several elbows on his opponent. At a crucial moment, Aspinall applies an arm lock that makes his opponent tap out 3 times. The round ended with Tom Aspinall being declared the winner after an incredible submission over Alexander Volkov. With this victory, it's estimated that Tom Aspinall earned about $210,000. As for Alexander Volkov, rumors suggest he might have received about $150,000. UFC Fight Night, Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes. The day Tom Aspinall left Curtis Blaydes and everyone else baffled at the UFC was astounding. This epic showdown took place on the 23rd of July, 2022 in England, with Tom and Curtis trading blows in a one-round fight of the year contender. The fight was a heavyweight bout, aiming to climb the rankings and boost popularity. On fight night, Blaydes entered with a bloodthirsty look, while Aspinall entered with the calmness of someone who has faced giants before. The ref gave the instructions, the fighters shook hands, and the battle was on. First round. In the first round, Aspinall charged forward and launched a knee. Curtis, skillful, landed a thigh kick. The fighters were aggressive, and Tom threw some hooks and a kick. At a crucial moment, Aspinall delivers a powerful kick, and Blaydes responds with 2 straight punches that just grazed him. Tom fell to the ground in severe pain, leaving everyone puzzled. The UFC medical team acted swiftly in the octagon, and some ringside tests revealed he had suffered a knee injury, so he received full medical support where they medicated him and immobilized his leg. To remove Aspinall from the octagon, they strapped him into a chair and lifted him onto a stretcher where he exited to applause from the crowd. The round ended with Curtis Blaydes being declared the winner by technical knockout, but he was not satisfied, preferring a more competitive finish. The injury to Tom Aspinall against Curtis Blaydes raised expectations for a rematch to clarify who was superior in the heavyweight division. With this victory, Curtis Blaydes, rumors suggest he might have received about $410,000. As for Tom Aspinall, earned about $56,000. UFC Fight Night, Tom Aspinall versus Jake Collier. The day Tom Aspinall exterminated Jake Collier at the UFC was colossal. This epic duel happened on the 25th of July, 2020, in the United Arab Emirates, with Aspinall making his UFC debut against Collier in an intense exchange featuring a fierce round. First round. In the first round, the fighters were aggressive, with Jake sending a thigh kick. At a key moment, Aspinall lands a devastating knee, followed by 2 brutal straights, sending Collier to the mat, forcing the ref to stop the fight. They shook hands and hugged, demonstrating sportsmanship. With this victory, it's estimated that Tom Aspinall earned about $73,500. As for Jake Collier, rumors suggest he might have received about $30,000. UFC 295, Tom Aspinall versus Sergei Pavlovich. The day Tom Aspinall humiliated Sergei Pavlovich at the UFC was sensational. This incredible fight took place on the 11th of November, 2023 in the United States, with Aspinall and Pavlovich exchanging blows in one of the most awaited UFC fights that year, featuring a hair-raising round. This bout was for the interim UFC heavyweight belt, after the champion John Jones suffered an injury that prevented him from defending the title. On fight night, Aspinall entered with the calmness of someone who has faced giants, while Serghei entered confidently. As the ref gave instructions, the fighters stared at each other with hands on each other's shoulders, then hugged, and the fight began. First round. The first round started intense with a powerful low kick from Aspinall. The stakes were high with the fighters exchanging hooks. The two traded strong blows that missed. Determined, Tom launched a high kick that just grazed, followed by a low kick. At a crucial moment, Aspinall lands some devastating hooks that knock Sergei down, followed by a barrage of brutal blows, causing the ref to stop the fight. Ecstatic, he couldn't believe he had won, and celebrated by throwing himself on the ground. The round ended with Aspinall being declared the winner after an incredible technical knockout over Sergei Pavlovich. With this victory, it's estimated that Tom Aspinall pocketed about $1,182,000. As for Sergei Pavlovich, rumors suggest he might have received about $632,000. UFC Fight Night, Tom Aspinall versus Alan Baudot. The day Tom Aspinall destroyed Alan Baudot at the UFC was magnificent. This phenomenal battle happened on the 10th of October, 2020 in the United Arab Emirates. With Aspinall and Baudot exchanging blows in a fierce round, the fight was a heavyweight bout aiming to climb the rankings and boost popularity. On fight night, Alan entered determined, while Tom entered with the calmness of someone who has faced giants. The ref authorized, and the fight began. First round. In the first round, the fighters shook hands and sized each other up. Alan cunningly launches a powerful straight that cuts the wind. Eager to score points, Baudot sends a blow and a spinning cross that goes straight through. Determined, Alan sends a front kick, followed by a cross. Baudot threatens some blows, showing he was determined to win. Aspinall attempts two straights, while Alan sends a spinning cross. Demonstrating skill, Tom sends a strong kick to the knee that makes Alan run to the cage. Unstoppable, Aspinall sends a powerful cross. Tom lands several devastating elbows, while Baudot lands some precise knees. Mercilessly, Tom achieves Alan's downfall. In the mount, Aspinall sends a brutal elbow, followed by a series of crosses and elbows, along with more devastating crosses, causing the ref to intervene in the fight. The round ended with Tom Aspinall being declared the winner after an incredible knockout over Alan Baudot. With this victory, it's estimated that Tom Aspinall pocketed about $45,000. As for Alan Baudot, rumors suggest he might have received about $15,000. UFC Fight Night, Tom Aspinall versus Serghei Spivak. The day Tom Aspinall humiliated Serghei Spivak at the UFC was surreal. This epic duel happened on the 4th of September, 2021 in England, with Aspinall and Serghei exchanging blows in a hair-raising round. The fight was a heavyweight bout aiming to climb the rankings and boost popularity. On fight night, Aspinall entered calm and calculated, while Serghei entered focused. The ref authorizes and the fight begins. First round! The first round started with the fighters sizing each other up. Aspinall was merciless and landed a cross, as well as a straight to Spivak's belly. With determination, he lands a cross and an uppercut on his opponent. Tom tries a cross, but Serghei, attentive, defends well. Applying pressure, the fighters gave blows that missed. Spivac sends a straight that passes far. Aspinall, focused, lands a precise cross and dodges a blow from his opponent. The fighters were alert and launched some crosses. At a crucial moment, Serghei tries a takedown, but takes a knee, followed by a devastating elbow, and falls. Aspinall goes in with a series of brutal blows, causing the ref to stop the fight. The round ended with Tom Aspinall being declared the winner after an incredible knockout over Serghei Spivak. With this victory, it's estimated that Tom Aspinall earned about $150,000. As for Serghei Spivak, rumors suggest he might have received about $50,000. UFC Fight Night, Tom Aspinall versus Andrei Arlovski. The day Tom Aspinall massacred Andrei Arlovski at the UFC was sensational. This epic duel happened on the 20th of February 2021 in the United States, with Aspinall and Andrei exchanging blows in an electrifying round. The fight was a heavyweight bout, aiming to climb the rankings and boost popularity. On fight night, Aspinall entered confidently, while Andrei entered fearlessly. The ref authorized and the fight began. First round. The first round started with the fighters sizing each other up. Focused, Andrei lands a series of crosses and hits a thigh kick on his opponent. Determined, he lands some powerful crosses along with a punch to Aspinall's ribs. With skill, Arlovski sends a cross to his opponent's face, a knee, and a high kick aiming at the face. Not satisfied, he launches a high kick aiming at Aspinall's head. The fighters were alert, sending powerful blows. An intense exchange happened. In a well-fought body fight, eager to score points, they sent low kicks and some blows. A brutal contest happened with Tom attacking his opponent fiercely, ending in a clinch with some low kicks and some precise knees. Applying pressure, the attacks were intense with some knees and some powerful crosses. Cunningly, Aspinall sends a kick and a straight that cut the wind, along with a low kick. With remarkable precision, Tom lands a straight to the belly, dodges a series of blows, and ends up in the clinch. In the clinch, several foot stomps happened, some knees, and Tom dodged some powerful blows. The first round ended with an advantage for Aspinall, scoring 10-9, promising an intense fight. Second round. In the intensity of the second round, Tom goes in and sends a cross to the belly, along with a kick to Arlovski. Andrei cunningly lands a kick to the knee. An intense exchange occurred between the fighters. At a crucial moment, Aspinall throws his opponent to the mat and locks in a choke, causing the ref to stop the fight. The round ended with Tom Aspinall being declared the winner after a surprising submission over Andrei Arlovski. At the end of the fight, Aspinall greeted Andrei, showing respect. With this victory, it's estimated that Tom Aspinall earned about $100,000. As for Andrei Arlovski, rumors suggest he might have received about $265,000. Liked watching this epic fight? Then you'll be impressed with the day John Jones knocked out Lyoto Machida at the UFC. Curious? Check out the video that's trending on your screen and witness this legendary fight.